The US Secretary of Defense has called restoring Ukraine's pre-2014 borders unrealistic and ruled out the country's NATO membership. Former Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba says Ukraine must now focus on what remains on the table.
Overall, Russia is interested in three topics: land, NATO, and money. And now we see that land and NATO are already gone without any fight. Of course, Ukraine will continue to insist on it, but this US position has been set more than squarely. So what stays on the table is money, and that will be about sanctions, about frozen Russian assets, and the new element added to it is this raw material agreement that Trump wants to sign with Ukraine.
President Zelensky doubts Europe can fill the gap if US support fades. Ahead of the annual Munich Security Conference, Kuleba says the ball is now in Europe's court.
So high expectations, but I don't think there will be anything new. What coming from the US side? What I think could happen is whether Europe is going to speak up. But Europe has been silent so far, and it has to give its voice. It has to say what is happening, what is its view on this, because basically everything that Trump said and did so far did not only not match Ukrainian interests, but also European interests.
Ukraine wants NATO membership, but instead there are suggestions of different security guarantees, such as European peacekeepers. Kuleba believes that to be unrealistic.
3,000 kilometers of the front line. 3,000 kilometers. Zelensky said at least 200,000 troops are needed, and he's very humble in his assessment. That means that all the entire armed force of the entire European Union will have to go through the peacekeeping operation, because if you deploy 200,000 to the line, it means that you need to have at least 200,000 at home, resting and preparing for the rotation. The cost of this mission is uncountable. I mean, I cannot even count how much it is going to cost. And listen, if you have all that money that you are ready to invest in peacekeepers, it will be much cheaper to give them to Ukraine to allow it to build up its own army and fight the Russians without exposing the lives of EU soldiers to the threat of being caught up in fire.
Less than 3 weeks from the 3-year mark of Russia's full-scale invasion, Donald Trump is pushing for negotiations. The terms, however, remain unclear.